Hello and welcome back once again to After the Credits. Today we're talking about Friend Request. Now you may be saying, wait a minute, didn't that movie come out over a year ago? Probably, but it just popped up in our theater. I do remember seeing advertisements for it back in 2016. It was on my list of things to watch for that year, but never really saw it show up in the theater, and now this year it finally showed up. So, what did I think of Friend Request? We're right back where we started, folks, back to stuff that just doesn't make any sense, doesn't need to be made, and is pointless. So this movie is about a girl who's super popular and has like 900 friends on Facebook, because this whole thing revolves around Facebook for some reason and how many friends you can have on it. Although they never really say Facebook directly, but it uses their look, their layout, so it's obviously Facebook. So this girl is super popular with everyone in school, and there's this girl in her class who is kind of the loner, awkward type, you know, and she sends her a friend request and she goes, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, we're in whatever class together," and she kind of looks at her page before agreeing to be her friend, and she sees like these videos that she makes, or these little art pieces, and all of her friends think like the girl's really weird or something. She goes, "I don't know, I think she's really talented. Maybe she just needs a friend to help bring out, you know, that side of her a little bit." So she accepts her friend request. Well, then suddenly the girl gets like super obsessive with her, and she kind of freaks out about how obsessive this girl has gotten, and she basically unfriends her. So then the girl gets mad because she got unfriended and she didn't get invited to the other girl's birthday party, and she'd been working on this present for her for like 2 weeks. And she's like, "What do you mean 2 weeks? You've barely known me 2 weeks. How are you working on this present for me for 2 weeks?" And she basically just kind of starts ignoring her and kind of like keeping a distance from her. And then a video shows up on her Facebook page where the girl basically commits suicide. And somehow it showed up on her Facebook page as if she posted it. So everyone's like, "Oh, why would you post that? That's sick, you know, we thought you were better than that." So she slowly starts losing friends. And she can't take down the video because every time she tries, an error happens. And it turns out that this girl's profile is back on her friends list, so she tries to unfriend it again. Can't, error, and basically a bunch of weird stuff starts happening, and the girl who committed suicide starts showing up on all her other friends' Facebook profiles, and they can't delete her either, but every time she shows up on one of their profiles, that's the next one who's gonna die. And basically this girl's ghost is kind of stripping away all this girl's friends, and on top of killing her closest real friends, all the other people that she's friends with through Facebook keep unfriending her because she keeps posting videos of all her friends' deaths on her Facebook page, which it isn't her doing, and she even posts on there repeatedly like, "It's not me doing this," and everyone's just like, "Whatever, you're sick," and they keep unfriending her. And by the end you find out that it's basically this like witch curse, and they try to find out how to break the witch's curse and blah blah blah, and it comes down to basically the girl ends up with 0 friends on Facebook, and that kind of breaks the curse because now she's kind of the loner and the outcast of the school. So the witch got her revenge and letting her know what it feels like to not have any friends. So basically she's just kind of sat there being weird on her own now because she's basically become this other girl. And credits. Like I said, not really a lot in this one. Surprisingly, it doesn't use very many jump scares. It had like one real jump scare in it that actually made me jump, and I will say it was actually earned because it didn't use a music stinger like a lot of other movies do. It just had something naturally creepy kind of show up, and you weren't expecting it. It was just kind of there, and it didn't do like the stinger like, "Ta-da, here it is" type of thing. So for that I gave it a little bit of credit. I'm like, wow, it actually earned 1 out of the 10 jump scares it tried to do. But again, that's not enough to really justify that this movie is crap. So what would I give this one as far as a star rating? Again, probably a 1.5. I was going to say a 1, but there was a story I could follow at least, which is more than I can say about some movies I've seen this year. But it just wasn't that good of a movie. It's basically just kind of the same old schlock over and over again. Hey, let's try and write a horror movie when we don't know what we're doing, and it amounts to nothing. It's not quite bad enough to be a 1, because like I said, I can follow the story in it. It's just not that good. So it gets a 1.5. So that's it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are down in the description. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, I'll see you after the credits.